Magnification. If I'm shooting up close and I've got a low power variable optic or LPVO, I don't want to be zoomed in all the way when I'm at 7 yards. I probably want to be at 1 power if I've got a 1:6 or a 1:10. If I'm at 10 power, I'm going to have a difficult time getting target acquisition, and it's going to neutralize, or it's going to take away from my speed and my ability to process what's going on. Safety manipulation. Notice here, when I'm at the low ready, if I was to say stand by, targets, I'm not putting the gun on fire until I'm on target and ready to fire. Anything before that is unsafe. Once I engage the target, bang, bang, I'll assess the target, the effects on the target, and then I'll put it back on safe. Then I will look around and do a search and assessment. Once I've done my search and assessment, the weapon's already on safe, then I'm going back to safe and hang, or my alert, or the low ready position. All right, the next thing we're gonna talk about is trigger control. What is trigger control? Well, trigger control is a skillful manipulation of the trigger that keeps the reticle and the rifle on target when you're pulling it, right? There's a lot of variables that we can induce to lower the effects of our accuracy that we're trying to achieve, and the most common is going to be your trigger control. So, skillful manipulation, what does that mean? It means that it takes skill, it takes practice to get it right. Nothing happens. The first thing I'm gonna do is observe. The bolt is forward, I see nothing. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tap the magazine to ensure that it's seated, because if you notice, there's nothing in the chamber. The magazine was not seated firmly in the gun when I first started this process on purpose. Now, I'm gonna release the charging handle and allow the spring in the buffer to do its job. I'll let go of it. I'm not going to ensure that around in the chamber, I assume that it happened correctly because I trained at this standard. So again, I tap, I racked, and now I get back on the target. So what we're going to do, click, nothing happens, I'm gonna observe. I'm gonna see this double feed of sorts, and I'm gonna go, that's not great. What I'm gonna attempt to do is put the weapon on fire. It's probably not gonna go there, that's okay. I attempted to, that means I'm thinking about safety. That also means that I'm gonna keep it pointed in a safe direction. At this point, I'm probably going to put the gun in my armpit, i.e. my workspace.